We're gonna watch this. So Santi was in this game with me. He doesn't think this Punisher was intentionally feeding. He thinks this Punisher was just bad. I say no. He had to have been feeding.
You should know by now that I'm far from
Fuck, dude.
helpless.
I gotta hide my cam. I can never show camera again. I'm losing hair. I'm gaining weight. It's fucking awful.
Well,
Anyway,
in that case, we'll just have
The
to
battle starts in 5, 4,
this guy is.
3, 2, 1.
Hold on.
It seems extinction is on the agenda once again.
You need to stop that vehicle.
This guy was just. I wasn't watching the whole game, but when I was watching him, he was just holding W into the enemy team and shooting his gun until he died. Now, with these replays, you don't quite know where their aimer, where it really is, how it's really moving. You don't get to really see that. The replay doesn't really account for the pure movement. It just kind of tries to assume and estimate the movement. So we had to kind of just go off whether or not we hear the sound effects of a hit or a headshot or no hit at all, and just kind of see how that goes. So I'm not really paying attention to this guy's gameplay, I guess, right now. Honestly though, just right off the bat, why is he flanking?
You stop them in their tracks.
now I see them. A little help.
Like, why is he flanking? So keep in mind, this is like a Diamond 1 game.
I'm ready to put on a show.
Whoever's talking that old kind of misspelling.
They raided halfway. Stop them.
This guy, I don't know, he had like, what, he had like 22 deaths this game or something? Like, it was crazy. I don't think this is the worst of it. I don't know, I'm sure we'll notice when we start seeing the worst of it. I was gonna say, I thought that Thor showed that away a bit. See, I mean, like, yeah, Punisher can just play with the team. Like, there's no reason to flank, especially with Rocket on the team. Punisher's shotgun with Rocket is so crazy. Like, if you're a tank, you gotta hide.
Back for another
Kilos are more
tour.
dangerous if there's more than one.
Smoke up.
Why is he always in the front, though? Look, he's going for more flanks. No, come on. Yeah, like, this is, well, I guess we can start seeing how this guy has 22 fucking deaths this game. But he also has fucking ace. This guy got
Back
ace
for
this
another
game.
tour.
So I'm playing healer, I think. What am I playing? Where am I? No, I'm tank. Yeah, I was actually very surprised that I didn't have it. I usually get ace on thing versus, I mean, he gets ace pretty pretty handily. But yeah.
You burned it.
Yeah, like, what's he fucking doing? This guy's literally just holding W into the team.
Down to 30 seconds.
This isn't even when I started noticing it either.
This is not over. Marking is on.
He's not even doing the worst of it. Like, here he goes again. And he's got Luna ult going. But he's like, well, I can't waste this ult. I'm gonna still be in their fucking face. This is a Diamond 1 game.
Shields up. One less off, one less problem.
He's getting kills sometimes, too. I mean, he obviously gets enough to get ace. But it's like, imagine if this guy was a competent player. That shit's crazy, man. I mean, in general, the whole, like, getting more or less points depending on the numbers that you farm in the game, is a problem with the ranking system right off the bat. And this guy kind of proves it. This guy gets ace. The game thinks this guy is the best player,
There's still a chance to
and this guy probably lost the least amount of points. And now I have a trade
Not
coming in.
today. Hey, Dee! Enjoy the amplifier!
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Fantastic! Ha! Ha ha ha! Whoa! Ha ha! Prepare yourself for the road ahead.
I'll meet my family.
But not today.
But he has the highest damage on the team right now. Second highest in the game. This is where I noticed it. This is where I noticed it. I think this exact situation right here is where I noticed it, and I said, this guy's trolling. I said, we're gonna report this. We gotta report this guy. And Santi's like, nah, he's not trolling, he's just bad. But he also has ace. No, not yet. Oh yeah, right now he has ace on our team. But he's 10 and 11 with ace on our team. Our team is just doing shit. But I mean, this guy is part of the reason why.
Don't worry, Spider Hero.
He might have some kills, but he's doing this every time. How many deaths does this guy have? 12 fucking deaths. Hold on, how does that compare to the entire enemy team's death? 8, 9, 11, 13, 14 deaths on the entire enemy team. This guy has 12.
It seems we have company.
Only 60 seconds left.
And the sad thing is, Santi could be right. This guy might not be intentionally feeding. This just might be him. This might be this guy. I have seen so much in this game. Even in like Diamond, now I'm Celestial. Or I'm sorry, not Celestial, now I'm GM. And it's like, these games aren't gonna just randomly be good now. This guy was in Diamond 1.
Down to 30 seconds.
He could just win a couple games and be in GM now. You know?
Fantastic!
And it's like, when are the ranks good? At what rank do you filter out these people? And that's crazy to me.
Final 10 seconds. Shields up.
When I played CSGO, some number of years ago, and I really tried playing it, I was like really pushing rank, right? And I was pretty good actually. I was good at like shooting and good, like I had a good strategic mind, but I didn't practice like nade spots and like really learn the intricacies of maps and you know, like the real pro shit. I didn't do that. So I would play and I would carry most games. I did very well in most of my games. I did very, you know. But then I started, as I was climbing the ranks, it was getting less and less so, right? Until I got to like MGE, I think is what it's called. It's like the double AKs. And that's a pretty high rank.
Including which side
But
you're on.
I also, at that point in time, I felt this is where I should be. Right? Like, I'm not better than this. Because my opponents were either matching me or just beating me. Or yeah, I would beat them too. But like, it felt like I could feel that's where I was. Right? In this game, there really is ELO hell. And it's all of them. It's all ELO hell. The whole fucking place is ELO hell. I do believe that a lot of people don't believe in this game's ELO hell, so to speak, because, well, it depends on what role you play. I think DPS has the best climbing potential for a lot of reasons. Hell, I'll get into it while we're waiting.
30 seconds before your
Healers,
turn. Get ready.
you can be as good as you want. At the end of the day, you still need the rest of your team to be good, or else you're just healing nothing, right? You need your tanks to be protecting the team and creating the, you know, formation and the space and all that. They need to be doing what they do. DPS need to be killing people. If no one's dying on the enemy team, then it's gonna, eventually you're gonna crumble. Things like that. Tanks, you can't play tank without getting any heals. And trust me, there are healers where you will not get any heals for a solid 20 seconds or whatever, right? Maybe that might even be a generous estimation sometimes, right? But it's like these other roles rely on each other, whereas DPS, in a lot of ways, in a lot of situations, are playing... Hold on. That's spectating me. Alright. Whereas DPS are very much playing their own game. A DPS is typically either full health or empty health, right? And yeah, especially if they're playing flanks, they just go get a life back a lot of the time anyway. I mean, healers obviously try to heal them, but anyway. If you're really good on DPS, then you just play your way out of your ELOs, right? And like the difference of DPS can be displayed, you know, night and day. Whereas like if it's a tank diff, is it really, or is that actually a healer diff, and vice versa, and stuff like that. You know, anyway. So I am glad to see that the Thor and the Punisher have a vendetta against each other. That Thor player, by the way, said to me, I was like, this guy is feeding, right? And he said to me, no, I think it's you. You're selling. I don't know when selling replaced throwing, but you know how the gaming community is these days. They like to just take one phrase and just get rid of it and come up with another one for no real reason. But anyway. I know. Side rants. What do you expect from me?
Now I'm getting mad.
Yeah, me too, dude.
The vehicle reached
Back to the rant. At what rank does this shit get filtered out? And I'm wondering if it ever does. When people... This guy lost less points than the rest of us for losing this game, even though he was the worst player. But the game's metrics of measuring that doesn't agree with that assessment. Even though any person can look at this and say, yeah, this guy is fucking feeding. You know? Whether you just want to be a stats warrior and look at that, or you want to watch this guy's gameplay and look at that. Right? But according to the game, he was the least of the problems. And so the game will preserve him more than the rest of us. And then if we won this game somehow, through the God-given efforts of the rest of us, he would be rewarded the most. You know? And it just doesn't sit well with me. I'm gonna just... Maybe that's slightly better. Hide less of my stomach area. That wasn't the intention, but that's what ended up happening. I think this is the end of the game. I'm not paying attention. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he like switched to Thor last second. I don't know, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, this guy just ran it down the whole fucking game, man. 20 fucking deaths by the end of it. He had the highest damage on our team. Which is really bad on the other DPS. It's not really bad on our healers or our tanks, but it is kind of bad on our other DPS. Oh wait, did he even? What's our other DPS? Moon Knight? Yeah, our Moon Knight had 15k, whereas their Moon Knight had 26k. Granted, with our Punisher running it down like that. Yeah, so like, to be fair, look, our Moon Knight only has 6 deaths, right? Yeah, I don't know, like... Jesus. The thing is, like, our Punisher feeding like that puts us down a man for the rest of the fight, and so we're gonna crumble half the time, too. And our Moon Knight won't be able to do much damage with that, you know what I mean? So, like, I can't fault our Moon Knight even though our Moon Knight was actually pretty close to half the damage as their Moon Knight, but their Moon Knight is gonna have way more opportunities to deal damage because we have a crumbling team, because this fucking Punisher is literally Spider-Manning into the heart of the enemy team in 1v6ing, holding his fucking trigger until he dies, and he just kills as many people as possible in that process, you know? I'm amazed that he did do that much damage, you know, and he got as many kills as he did. I mean, I guess that's fine when you're Punisher and you zip line into like Luna Snow all game, and you know, but even that, I mean, okay, hold on, Luna Snow, you know what, it makes sense now. Fuck that, because that's not even what we saw, is it? Luna Snow has one death all game. Rocket has 0. All right. Look at the death spread. It makes fucking sense, doesn't it? Fucking Fantastic has 2. Moon Knight has 3. And then what do we see? Thor has 7. And Captain America has 4. And I guess we can confirm that. This fucking Punisher farmed Thor all fucking game. And, you know, Thor's a tank with a bigger health pool. I guess we see where that damage spread comes from. And the game says, good job. You are MVP. You lose the least amount of points on your whole team because you were not the problem, buddy. And then, of course, if we won, it's the version of that. Good job, buddy. Good job. You carried your team. You get the most points for that win because you did it. You did it for them. That's crazy. And the whole rank system is formulated this. Not just the system, but the results that we can see. This is a fucking Diamond 1 game. This is why people clown on ranks like Diamond and even GM. You know, people say everywhere GM is easy to get too. Like, you know, you could just kind of 50-50 your way up to GM. Yes, you can when this is what you play. When you play for the stats rather than the result. If you play for the result, you might have lower stats, but those stats are more relevant and you'll win more. But if you do this bullshit, you can 50-50 and still climb, and that's part of the problem. Everyone should win or lose the same fucking amount of points. There shouldn't even be points. It should just be like a number. Like if you win, you get 1 + 1, and if you lose, you get -1. The end. End of fucking story. Right? And it's like, I don't know, 5 or 10 to get to the next thing. I don't know. Something like that. You know, tweak the number, but like, that's what it should be. Not, oh, you play like this and you win, you get +28. You play like this and you lose, you get -15. That's fucking stupid. Whereas I lose this game, I'm -24, right? And then if I win that game, I'm +18. And it's like, the problem is because these numbers are so flawed, right? In theory, if this game had a perfect metric for how you contributed to the match, sure, make the ranking based on that. But not only does this game not have a perfect version, it has a very, very flawed version, and it's near impossible to have a perfect version of that kind of system where it can have different values for each player. It should just fucking be everyone wins or loses the same amount of points, depending on whether or not you fucking win or lose. This is why the ranking spread and the quality of players in probably, I'm going to assume all fucking ranks, is not what it feels like it should be.